now we'll move from one lady to another in a very special way as we present this Special Achievement Award to Dr. Zainab Bagudu, First Lady of Kebbi State. Second Sports Achievement Award.
My name is Zainab Shinkafi Bagudu. I'm a pediatrician, I'm a mother, I'm a politician's wife, but most important of all, I am a cancer advocate.
Dr. Zainab Shinkafi Bagudu is the First Lady of Kebbi State, wife of Governor Abubakar Atiku Bagudu of Kebbi State.
She's also the daughter of Alhaji Maru Shinkafi, who was the head of the Nigerian security organization NSO, now Department of State Services DSS, during former President Shehu Shagari's administration in the 1980s.
Dr. Shinkafi Bagudu attended Queen's College Yaba in Lagos. Her good grades in mathematics led her to dream a career in accountancy. But then the Vice Chancellor of Barewa College, Zaria, told her she had the requirements to study medicine and a few medical doctors in northern Nigeria, so she changed her mind and studied medicine. Dr. Zainab Bagudu obtained a Bachelor of Medicine from the prestigious Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, followed by a specialist training in pediatrics and neonatology in the United Kingdom. Amongst other academic qualifications, she obtained a Master's in Pediatrics, a Diploma in Tropical Child Health, and membership of the Royal College of Pediatrics and Child Health. In 2002, she set up and headed the pediatric unit of Garki Hospital with a pioneering public-private partnership scheme with the Federal Capital Territory. In 2009, she founded Medic Aid Radio Diagnostics, Abuja. The Medic Aid Cancer Foundation has sponsored treatment for over 300 cancer patients and over 10,000 screenings.
We try to gather 1 million people to work to create awareness about cancer in Nigeria. We're working so that you can know that there is a disease called cancer, in particular breast and cervical cancer, that affects over 200,000 Nigerian women every year. With the support of my husband, the Executive Governor of Kebbi State, we were able to screen 2,000 women in Kebbi State.
Dr. Shinkafi Bagudu describes herself as politically aware. The First Lady of Kebbi State's office has sponsored health programs which include immunization, distribution of birth kits, and the sickle cell-related illnesses. As the UNICEF Hillwork Grand Patron, Dr. Zainab Shinkafi Bagudu has spearheaded child health education and school enrollment. She is also fondly called the godmother of health sector in Kebbi State. Dr. Shinkafi Bagudu is also a contributor on health for a number of national dailies.
We produce different things across the nation, so we need to work together as a team. The people that are taking care of the problem and the people with the problem. We need to support each other, especially in these times that we have a lot of economic downturn in the country and the world in general.
Her articles are widely read and include subjects such as early marriage, cancer awareness, and management of kidney ailments. In January 2017, Dr. Zainab Shinkafi Bagudu was one of the nominees of the Most Valuable Governor's Wives Award.
Your Excellencies, Your Majesties, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I believe that the profile
that we have just watched and listened to speaks volumes and says it all. Hajia Dr. Zainab Bagudu is an embodiment of charm, brilliance, intelligence, dignity, and so humble, she disarms everybody. Earlier on this evening, she spoke very plainly about another distinguished lady leader, Mariam Babangida. She called her a role model. I believe I speak for all of us and all Nigerians if I say also that Hajia Bagudu is a role model. She's still very young, and we pray, relative to me, and we pray that God will grant her many more years to continue to lead and support Nigerians. On behalf of the Silverbird organization, it's my great pleasure to present to her this Achievement Award for 2016.
Good evening, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Wow. When I first learned about this award, I realized that I would have to say something. I asked Hadiza to do me a little speech, and I rejected the first acceptance speech that she made because in it she had written something like acknowledging my 2 biological daughters and a little bit of things like that. And one of the first reasons I rejected this is because I don't consider myself to be a mother to 2 daughters. I have a lot of daughters, including Hadiza herself. A lot of them are in this audience, and I felt that was wrong. Secondly, I don't often speak about my children in public, or my family, I'd say. But today I feel I'd be doing a great disservice to 3 people in my life if I don't acknowledge the role that they have played in this road that has brought me here today as the founder of the Medicaid Cancer Foundation. These 3 people are people that I refer to now as bridge builders. I see that they are very important bridge builders, and what they have done is what has helped me to also set up the foundation and work with the team in what we do. Obviously, the first bridge builder that I need to acknowledge and I am very proud of is my late father. My father was a highly educated person who also placed a lot of value in the education of his children, like myself and the wider family. He ensured that we got the right type of education. Like you heard, I attended Queen's College, Yaba, Lagos. At the time, he wasn't your stereotypical northern man, and it wasn't a very easy thing to let us go to the lengths that we did in achieving our goals. When I went to Queen's College, I was able to achieve an education not just in the complex theories of mathematics and cramming Julius Caesar in literature. I gained a lot of friends who today are my sisters and are also in the audience today and form a vital part of my support structure. It was also in Queen's College that I had my first experience of other aspects of life, such as watching an international concert by international stars, such as Delegation, which was brought to Nigeria by none other than Silverbird Productions. I was a part of that audience, and all this in my education were things that I was able to do because my father was a bridge builder that could see that we had to do some other things to gain a complete education. The second bridge builder that I would like to talk about is my mother. She's probably the bravest of all these, of the influences in my life. And she made sure, my mother was brave. I call her brave because what she did by marrying a northern man in 1967 was very brave. Not only did she marry him, she was able to pull together her own culture and his own and fully integrate the family. And so by building that bridge, she ensured that not just us, her own children, but the wider family were able to be better off. Also, my mother was very influential to where we are today. It wasn't my father or my teachers that I thought about when I was writing those exams. It was the fear of my mother that made me reach where I am today. Of course, the last bridge builder in my life that I need to acknowledge and to thank is my dear husband, His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Kebbi State. Most of you in the audience would have heard about him and the work that he's doing and the agricultural revolution that we have in Kebbi State. If I did not have such a broad-minded husband, as evidenced by the success of the last KEP agreement and the lake rice which you all ate over Christmas, I wouldn't be here. I get a lot of support from him, and this broad-mindedness of his and his ability to merge the different aspects of our lives is also very helpful in making sure that the Medicaid Cancer Foundation does what it does. The Medicaid Cancer Foundation exists to help indigent cancer patients. We support them through the cancer journey. We make sure that we help their treatment, their diagnosis, and even life afterwards. I urge you to please support any cancer foundation around you. You can support us, but if you cannot reach us, find one and support, because cancer is an epidemic that is really, really eating into the fabrics of the Nigerian health system, which does not have the economic strength to do it on its own. We have to work together as a team to build and bridge that funding gap. My last message would be to the women in the audience today in particular, because the main cancers that we have in Nigeria are breast and cervical cancer. The only way we can improve on the statistics that we currently have is by detecting cancer earlier. If we start to detect it earlier, then we will be able to have more success in treatment. The best way to detect this is by screening, living a healthy life and having regular screenings. So I urge you, all the beautiful ladies here tonight, when you go home tonight and you take off your Spanx, please do a breast self-examination. Once again, thank you very much to the Silverbird organization, to my family, my dear husband, and everybody. Thank you.